Piece 79 K-30 right here, boys. This is America.
Is faster engine in this?
What's going on, everybody? We got a treat for you this week. Look at this beautiful thing. SquareBody K-30. Everybody loves the SquareBody K-30. This one belongs to Tim and Lisa Crosley out of Indiana. They're friends of mine. They host every year one of the greatest truck shows, and we don't miss it. It's the Midwest Truck Nationals and the SquareBody Gathering. It's over in Richmond, Indiana. Make sure you check that out and don't miss it, because you will see they got 11, and I took 3 last year, and there was a couple hundred, 300. I don't know how many trucks, man. There was hundreds of trucks there. But what we're working on today is this thing has a tired small block 350 in it. Tim says it smokes a little bit. He showed up today with a motor in the back. Now Tim and Nick, they're quite capable, but they're busy people. They farm and they have a bunch of trucks. Tim's a supporter, so here we are. Motors in the back. I like a good challenge, and he brought me one. There's a 350 in the back, still got cast manifolds on it. He says, Tim, we know this motor's good, and put it in. That's what I'm gonna do. And we'll clean it up, get this one out, put that one in. First thing I gotta do is get the engine out of the bed of the truck, put it on the engine stand so we can move it around, start getting rid of what we don't need. Quadrajet. Tim says just swap them, but we'll probably change the intake and stuff. We'll have to start pulling this one apart, start draining the antifreeze, get the radiator out, start unhooking everything. But we don't want to do that until we got the other motor out of the back and we can move it around. Right now it fires up, it runs good, it just smokes a little bit. Beautiful truck. Looks to me, just off top of my head, 8-inch lift, got the weld wheels on it, super swampers. It's a beautiful truck. Looks to be original paint. My kind of truck. Let's pop under the hood here. Let me show you. It's clean. All right, check this out. Go to the drone. All right, we got true Hydro Boost, real solid inside. Firewall's clean. Motor's clean. Motor's coming out. So we're going to get that motor out. Get the headers. Might have to pull the headers. That's all right. No problem. We'll get this one out and bag it and tag it. And we're going to put this one right here back in. We got trucks everywhere. If you like trucks, we're the truck people. So here we got this small block Chevy of unknown knowns. We don't know. That's a good thing about it. It's dirty. I'm going to clean it up. I'll probably put a little bit of paint on it for the old boy, and nothing leaves the shop halfway, so we'll clean that motor up best we can. We'll get it in there, and we'll show you every step of the way what it takes to put a motor in a truck this tall. First thing that it takes is to get that hood off, but I'm not going to try that by myself, so I got to wait till I got some help to get the hood off. And I got a nice place to store the hood. That way we don't damage it, don't want to kink it, don't want to do any of that. But we got room inside. I cleaned up the garage, got the rat rod over there. This is going to be fun. Get paid to work on a SquareBody K-30 in my own garage. Life's great, living the dream. Like, subscribe, share, and thanks for watching, and keep watching me do this. Let's go.
Working on it. Faster engine in this.
We'll put a faster one in there, ain't we?
Yeah, all 4 of us.
It will?
Yeah.
What else will it do? When Timmy gets done with it, what will it do?
Go faster with a faster engine in it. So let me.
Huh? And look at that. That's your summer dude.
I'll hold it. You run the thing. When he gets done with one side, you hold the side he finishes on.
Good boy.
Should be really good. Might come all the way around. to do your side with a little bit, yeah. With your left hand when you get done.
Nice if the hedges would come down, or just pull it down.
Like this. Drop it. Watch the tires. Alright, let's see her take. Watch out, Sammy. Got it?
My leg. There we go.
We're gonna put it on that door in there. Nobody can get within 100 feet of it.
Where's the
On
engine?
top of the door. Just keep going. Alright, now there's gonna be an engine to touch your feet.
Put
You're
your
gonna
feet
go
on
back
the
and
bumper.
walk to your right.
Stand on the bumper. Stand on the bumper.
That was the most stressful part. in
I'm
my
checking
opinion.
the
Yeah,
other.
it's good.
I'm gonna make them help me put it back on when they come to get it.
Good idea.
Put that beautiful carburetor on it.
Oh, yeah,
What kind is that?
I'm 60 under of it. Hey, Red Bull is in.
You think that's the engine?
This is the under
He
engine.
told me it's got really good oil pan gasket on it. If I can't reuse it, then he'd like to have the same kind installed. Big piece. 79 K-30 right here, boys. This is America.
Was Grandpa going over the barn?
No, he's probably going back to his barn. We just needed help getting that hood off. Driving this old baby. It's American.
In the earth is this.
That's the camper.
It's the frame for the
Come
camper.
over here and look. He ain't even.
He hasn't been in the barn in a minute.
You leave for a couple days.
It's
man.
been too cold. He ain't been in the barn.
What the?
It's on a skateboard. Don't touch the chainsaws. Look, I made a skateboard for it. Like footstones.
This?
Yeah, I took it off so I could finish work.
Then we'll put it back on.
Let me see what's in there.
How's he go right to the Legos?
Yeah, he noted. He's been noting.
That's a lot. That's a lot of Legos. See, there's a tire. A ball? Oh, I found my plane. Found my favorite ball, a bouncy one.
Hey! Yeah, basically that oil pan's gonna come off, and then
So you don't need this?
that's coming off. Oh, you can hit the big stuff. We're gonna have to mess with it. These will come off. This will come off. Yeah, that's all. Just get it started. Get the radiator loose. Start draining the fluids. So Tim says motor smoke, so he brought another motor. We're going to pull the motor out of this. We're going to show you what it's like to pull the motor out of a monster truck. I already got my platform here. Look at me. 6'4" and I'm on this platform. But I'm just getting started. There's a lot of distractions, but I'll get going on it when I can. Just taking everything apart, putting it in baggies, keep it all together. All right, don't take long. We got the front end coming apart. Got the radiator hose off. Got the radiator draining. Just jerking stuff off, bagging it and tagging it. Ziploc baggies and a marker. And put everything in there. I took pictures before I started. It's not my truck, but it's pretty common setup. We're going to reuse everything you see. We're going to put it on that motor. And we're going to make it run. And that's about all there is to it. This is pretty basic stuff. It just takes a little while. Pull all the plugs out of this motor. This motor run, but we're taking it out, so we could be a little more reckless with this thing, getting it apart. Like that one, I'm going to leave it together and try to get it clean before I pull the valve covers and then take off. Just so we don't get nothing inside the motor. And leave the spark plugs in that one until we're ready to set it in. And we'll pop them out, put it in here, and start dropping it back in. We want to get both motors side by side. That's the plan. And then we can start transferring. This has got a brand new oil pan on it. We're going to put the brand new oil pan, water pump, fuel pump, headers, everything's going on that. Older motor, pretty basic stuff. So sit tight. We're just going to keep on keeping on. We're going to jerk it out of here for too long. We'll have it sitting on the ground. We're not in a big hurry because it's a customer's truck, so we're taking our time, make sure we do everything right. And remember where everything goes. That's the key. But I've done this so many times. I pretty much it's like it's my own truck. So we're just rocking and rolling, keeping and going, and we'll see you here in a minute. Man, I can get in here and get rowdy with it.
What's that?
Degreaser.
What's this crazy research do? Why are you cleaning that off?
A different cleaner.
What kind of cleaner is it?
It's also degreaser, but it's just not the foamy kind.
Are you putting different ones on it? This?
Mm-hmm.
Is the fluffy one still on there?
The what?
The fluffy
The
one?
fluffy one? No, it's pretty much scraped off now.
There's some in there.
I mean, it's still a little bit on there probably, yeah.
Hello, guys.
Tell them what we're doing. Stand over here by me and tell them what we're doing.
Swapping this engine on the 59,
Slow down.
and we're putting a new engine.
Woo! Well, that sucks. I just gear wrenched myself. You ever gear wrench yourself, babe?
I don't know what that means.
I turned the bolt till the gear. I got it. Couldn't get my wrench out.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
You know, it's like when somebody starts talking to you and they won't stop.
Yeah.
It's like a big headlock. Here's your distributor. Here, babe, set this down there somewhere. Those are nice pieces. We don't want to damage them. I need you to do me one more thing. Beside the drawer that's open, that skinny drawer, there's some Allen wrenches in there, and I'm going to need one that's about, just open it up, let's see. The little side blocks get you. Give me that, just that red, there we go. These guys in town, they used to have a brother, his name was Kenny Allen. So everybody called him Kenny wrenches instead of Allen wrenches.
That's funny.
I don't know if it's funny. It's something. Kenny wrench. All right, where are we? Where'd the bag go I just had? Bag it? All right. We got are we filming?
Yeah.
I got runny nose, sorry about that. If this was a real job, I wouldn't even be here. But this is cool. So the old 350 is coming out. So we're trying to get rid of all the parts off of it that we might. Oh, one more bolt that I didn't see. Don't want to Probably wait till you get that out. Or the last Michael. You know what the Michael is?
Bolton.
Michael Bolton. You got it. What'd he sing?
A lot. I don't know though.
I can't remember. I had to listen to that crap growing up.
Me too.
I like that one, Byron Adams. He'd do anything.
Brian.
Byron.
No.
They're all Byrons to me. You don't think he's a Byron?
I mean, I guess they could be, but
He
that
changed
wasn't his
it.
name.
They didn't want it to be Byron. If my name was Byron, I'd change it.
I know one.
Byron Duane. Now we got to pry this baby up. Why won't it come up? They got this sucker glued. Oh! Yeah, they heavy glued it.
And he moved it for real.
Come get this, babe. I don't know.
I got it.
Ooh, don't break that. You're gonna get yourself real dirty.
Where are we at so far? Tell us where we're
We're
at.
stripped out. We got the alternator, the water pump. We got the fuel pump off. We got to. Now that we've leaked all the antifreeze out, we got to get down there, push the truck back, clean that floor. We're gonna clean that floor out good. When we pull the motor, about 14 more gallons is gonna come out. But we want to clean that floor good. Then I got to get under there and get 4 bell housing bolts out. Get the torque converter and flywheel loose. And I'll probably end up pulling the headers the rest of the way out because I don't think the motor will fit out with the headers in. But we're not far from hooking a chain to it. and
That's
pulling it out
awesome.
of there. Yep. And then once we get this motor out of here, I already stripped everything. So instead of pulling it out real heavy, I just stripped everything that had to come off anyway while I was standing here. And then we will put the intake that I just gave you back on there, and we'll paint that up. We'll set it back in there. Now that you got that clean, I could strip the valve covers and the intake, and we can strip. It's clean enough where we'll strip it, and then I gotta crawl out of here. I tried to do it not getting in here, but
All right, well, we'll be back.
part 2 coming up later. This is the real life.
Whoa.
Got my jorts on under here, my jean shorts. No, I don't use creepers since I got my hair stuck in one and got strapped to the concrete one day. Transfer case, well, transmission is loose, torque converter's loose, starter's out, headers are out, motor mounts are out, intake's off, distributor's out, everything's out. It's just sitting in there. I do a double strap on the transmission so we don't have to use a jack. Transmission's in there, it won't move. And tomorrow, if it's not raining, we'll pull it out, jack it up. Well, pull it out, get something real heavy, real high, and pick the motor up out of it. I can't think, I just came out from underneath the truck. But didn't take long. Jennifer's been cleaning up on the engine that we're going to put in it. Now I'm going to make her tear it apart. Here. You might want gloves. Do you need gloves for this?
Probably. I gotta wait tables on the weekend.
You do? You don't want no dirty ass fingernails?
No, people be like, I don't want your beers with them greasy fingerprints.
I had this in there and you didn't even use it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well,
I didn't see it. That's fancy though.
Proctor. Proctology.
I feel like you have to do that when you put gloves on.
You
Like,
do. It's like when you
like,
ratchet. It's like when you ratchet strap something down.
You have to say that ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
What do you
So,
want to do here?
all right. So,
Am I
take
using this?
that socket off. You got 9/16 on this, but take these 4 bolts out right here.
The extension too?
Yeah, you're gonna need the extension because this
Oh.
pipe's in your way. Find something to put the bolts in. Because don't tear it up. Airplanes are out. That's very superstitious.
I mean, airplanes fly at night all the time.
I don't like it. You're always gonna have a mess when you do jobs like this. There's no way around that. We're rich in like a pit crew, ain't we?
Yeah, pretty much we are.
On pit crew. We tried to sell this engine plate at the swap meet for 15 bucks. And now we're using it. It's Jags brand. You walk up to the swap meet, they're selling them for $8. Get the hell out of here with your cheapness. No one could even afford to live at that rate.
What do these bolts do?
This is your intake manifold. And these are from the factory where they put the motor in. Assembly line chains.
Oh, so that don't even really belong on there, really?
It don't need to be. We won't put it on the new one. These bolts hold the intake down, but we're going to save it. If we was by Strip Garage, we'd get 4 million views doing this, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
We're just real people. The only sponsors we got are really good friends we meet. This is your water neck. That's where your antifreeze enters your engine, and your thermostat's in there. So when you hear people say, "Oh, your thermostat's bad,"
I had to change one of those once in my Honda Prelude.
Yeah.
And there was no internet at the time, okay? This was like
This is
right after you dumped me.
Tech tips with Jen when
Yeah.
she broke up with me.
I'm gonna tell, he dumped me, is what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here I was. My car was cold, it was winter, and my window wouldn't defrost. So somebody said, it's your thermostat.
Yeah.
So I went and I said, I need this thermostat. And the guy at Napa in Franklin explained to me where the thermostat was and how to do it and sold me the tool to do it. And I went down to the car wash down the road because it was freezing cold and did it in the bay of the car wash. And then after I did that, I went to a different Napa and returned the tool because I was poor as fuck. So I got it changed and I got my money back for my tool.
If you never know where your thermostat is, follow your top radiator hose, you'll find it. I've done this so many times. This is basic right here, hot rod. Here's your number one cylinder. Alright, our piston is up, our rotor's facing the front, and our line is on 0. Your distributor is like the brains of this motor. Without the distributor, it won't run, but it's got to be in a certain sequence. It's got to be in time. So you don't want to just jerk it out of there. If you just loosen this bolt here and jerk that distributor out of there, you'll never know where it came from. So I've got the motor set top dead center. This is pointing forward. Usually it points towards number 1, but it's.
I mean, I feel like it is kind of.
It's good enough. We know. Here's a Tim Tech tip. When you take these out, they make chrome one of these. Don't use them. Throw the chrome ones away. Don't ever buy the chrome one. They're not made the same. They won't hold. And you can't see that back in there.
Yeah, so who cares?
There's no reason to chrome it. Alright. We're going to use the one out of the other engine because it looks brand new. Come on, baby. There's a gasket. See that gasket?
Do you want it off?
We don't want that stuff to fall down in there.
Oh,
Fire
yeah.
up that shoppy. Alright. Let's see what we got. Oh, the manifold's got studs on every bolt. That's kind of weird. Come loose, though. That just means we're going to have to get the studs out. Get this old wiring harness off here. We won't need any of this vacuum or anything. Chuck's got hydro boost. This has got a different power steering pump on it than the motor that's in it. We're going to use the one that's in the motor, in the truck. So we can pop this one out of the way. Just getting rid of stuff we don't need. We'll just leave the stuff in the truck. Get the old strap unhooked. I wonder if he said that ain't going anywhere when he strapped that baby down. You gotta say it. Once again, we're going to use as much of this stuff off the motor that's in it as we can, because that's that motor, although we're replacing it, everything on it functions as it should. So we'll just reuse a lot of that stuff. All the stuff I don't use, I'll put it over here, give it back to Tim when we're done, and he can decide what he wants to do with the stuff from there. But we'll probably replace some gaskets while we're here. There's no reason not to, honestly. We'll throw some gaskets on it. Fuel pump gasket, water pump gasket. We should probably change the intake. Tim said not to, but I think we should change the intake. But we'll get to that. We'll figure that out. This is the kind of stuff I like doing. This is what I started doing when I was young. The demolition derby. It was like my first working on stuff and figuring out on your own. It was kind of a waste of time, but not really if you look back, because it taught me how to work on stuff. Gave me basic understanding. Everything's different. I know derby cars aren't the answer, but it'll get you started. There's always antifreeze, isn't there? No matter what, there's always antifreeze. The alternator bracket. Now we can get to the water pump. All right. Getting there. Getting this carburetor off here. Some good plugs on that still. It's been a beautiful day. Poor old Jennifer, she's been at work double. I don't know how she does it. Basic hot rodding, small block Chevy right here. R&R. Take it out, put a new one in, Tim. All right, buddy. I'll do it. I'm not going to pull the distributor till I get it out of the truck, get it on a stand, get it at top dead center, line up the timing marks before I make sure where we're pointing. Just make sure somebody hasn't been in here and altered the timing in any way, because we'll set it up baseline. We don't want it to be any different. We'll whatever sensors are on the other engine will hook up to this engine, and here comes the boss. So next steps, get it out of the truck. So here we go. All right, we got the engine stripped down, getting ready to pull it out of the truck. All right, step one. Got the motor in the shop. Okay, go out here and get the contraption. Alright. That's a perfect fit. So you want to get this plate centered up pretty good. It'll help you when you go to turn the engine over. If you don't, you'll have problems later. Alright, gotta get the manifold bolts out. The other side, they all came out. This side has studs on every one. So, let's see what we can do to get them out. There's two. There's three. Alright, we got one. It's being a little stubborn. We'll try to jam a nut on here. Well, that's not going to work. There's always the one. Probably going to have to let that one soak. So, now we got a problem. 15 came out and one didn't. But I'll drill that out with a small drill bit. And I'll get it out of there and I'll clean the hole out, tap the hole out. Everything will be all right. All right, here we are. We're doing deep surgery. We got one manifold stud that broke off. Now I'm dumping everything out. I got this extractor set. We're going in. All right, let's see what we got. So I drilled a hole through it, all the way through. If they're not bottom out, you can just go slow and feel it pop through. And then that's good. You can get your oil back in there, your penetrating oil back in there, and let it start doing its job. We could try these. I'll be highly surprised if we have good luck. First off, I'm going to take this punch and try to provoke it to turn. We've taken the pressure off of it, hopefully, but see, I don't want it to turn. Nope, I'll break that off in it. Keep drilling. Just keep shaving that bolt till we get it out of there. Trick is not to take too much. If you take too much, you mess up. We're just trying to weaken that bolt till it wants to come out of there. Just keep on going slow. It'll come out. I know it'll come out. It ain't got a choice. Here we got a left-hand drill bit. She's being stubborn. Tedious. Now let's see if we can cut some threads. Take it out and clean it. She's cutting some new threads. Making way. People say, why did you weld a nut to it? Well, it's a cast iron head. It's not as easy as an LS engine. You can just weld a nut. Don't have to worry about welding it to the head. Lots of debris. We basically just took it to the edge of the threads, and then we're cutting the bolt out. When you get long slivers like that, you know you're doing good. When you get slivers like that, it fell off. But you know you didn't go too far. Nice. One little thing like this can really slow you down. We got it looking good though. I can see the original threads in there. We're gonna call that a success. Slivers. That's the old thread. That's the old threads coming out. Left-hand drill bits. A little bit of luck. Keep Greg up, Barilla. Look who's here. No, she's in it. Sammy's playing with some newfound Legos.
Sammy found some Legos in the barn.
Man, there's nothing better than finding somebody else's
Say
Legos.
hi to everybody.
Hi!
Go play.
Barely seen him. We got some how-to videos, some trailer brake stuff. We're just filming what we do.
We got a lot going on, you guys.
We don't claim to be the best, we just stay busy.
That's right.
And we appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, and helping us grow.
Yes.
This is sun's coming out, so we got a lot of stuff to do this year. Get out to some shows and see some more people, meet some more fans, make more memories.
That's right. So if you haven't gotten any t-shirts yet, get over to our website. We got merch. Oh, you're not wearing one. He's not even wearing one. I thought he was.
No, I'm wearing my sponsor.
We're not selling Mac Tool t-shirts yet, but get one of ours for sure. And the show's coming up 2 months, and as you can see, it's March 4th today, and it's beautiful out. So May
got
is
my
gonna
jorts on, boys.
May is gonna be even more beautiful here for our show. So we're excited to have you guys. We'll have same-day tickets if you just want to come one day, but if you want all 3 days, the best deal is to get online and order those ahead of time. Like, share, subscribe, comment, keep them coming.
Some people have been asking how tall this truck is. I'm 6'4". Just so you know.
Yeah.
And this one. So we got some good stuff going on.
We got some good stuff.
Man, we gotta. I always said I want to have a hot rod shop. We're working from home, and we got driveway. We got so much cool stuff. We have to keep moving it. So,
Yep.
grow them views, buy them shirts. Let's see you.
All right. See you guys on the next one.